I'm so excited to try the PDRN. Hello, annyeong. Hi. Hold on, I think I have a tripod. Why am I doing this? Hi, hello, annyeong입니다. 반갑습니다. Welcome back to my vlog. My hair has been receding like no tomorrow. I think by the end of this year, I will have no hair. I wanted to make this vlog because there are so many things I want to address, so many things I want to talk about that I don't get to talk about in my review videos, in my other series on this channel, because I'm just talking about skincare and I don't get to talk about like real life stuff or stuff that I want to share. Kind of like my personal journal, but I want to share that with you guys as well. So I wanted to make this vlog because it is spring break, finally getting a break from my students, from grading, from other work, and I can actually focus more on writing and also content creation this week. And so I'm excited. First things first though, look how cute these are. Eunyul is a brand, like a K-beauty brand, that I first discovered on Amazon back in like 2020, I think. They have been very affordable. I don't think they're really well known in Korea. I feel like Koreans have a lot more variety and options, but I feel like Eunyul was one of the first K-beauty brands or like brand established in Korea that targeted like an overseas audience. They reached out to me and they were trying to get me to try their body care products, and I was like, okay, I can try that. While we were having this conversation about body care products, I was like, oh, maybe I should ask them for like skincare products to try. These serums are kind of what I requested from them because I saw it on Amazon and I was like, they look so cute. It looks like, you know, it's giving Sailor Moon, it's giving Power Rangers, it's giving like a whole collection of color-coded products, and I love when they do that. I also requested toner pads, I think, which I'm gonna test in a Try K-Beauty With Me episode, and I'm excited for that. So my bestie and I were talking, or I should say I was asking my bestie if she takes chlorophyll, and that's because I saw my friend Kennedy Cozy K on YouTube and on Instagram, on TikTok. She was using liquid chlorophyll in her like coffee. I don't drink coffee, so I don't know if I want to try chlorophyll on water. I feel like it tastes weird. So I asked my bestie Jess if she takes chlorophyll, and she says yes. She doesn't take the liquid one either, so she told me that she takes the gummy versions. I'm already taking these. I don't know if they actually work, but they taste good, so I've been eating them. And I like that it's like hair, skin, and nails with collagen and biotin all in one. I'm lazy, so I don't want to have a bunch of different bottles everywhere. And I also got this one, the chlorophyll gummies, and this one's by a brand called Carlisle. I don't even know what this is, but my bestie Jess uses another one. I forgot what brand she's trying. So I said that I'm gonna try Carlisle and see how this works so we can compare notes. And so far this one has been good. You have to take 3 though, and it's kind of a lot to take 3. So I've been taking like 2, and let me tell you, the moment I started trying these, like I have been on the toilet every single day. It's not like laxative or anything, but it really makes you go, you know, naturally. You can see the green. I'm so sorry, this is so graphic. You can see the green in whatever you release. I'm sorry, that's TMI. But I feel like I wanted this video to be more realistic with how I go about my day. I love making cozy vlogs. I love making, you know, silent vlogs where I don't really talk and I just kind of go about my day and you guys are just with me. I also want to make videos like this where I am talking to you guys directly. I'm excited to try these serums in this video. I don't know which one to start with though, because they're all serums. They all do different things. This one is the vitamin serum, which is for clarifying like your dark spots and even out skin tone and stuff with vitamin C, I'm guessing. Enriched with 13 different types of vitamins, this clarifying serum helps improve skin texture and tone while energizing dull skin to offer your skin the ultimate radiance solution for healthy glowing skin. I did smell this earlier when I was filming the B-roll, and it smells like old perfume that is outdated, and I don't like it. Packaging is so cute. They're all in little plastic bottles. I really like the packaging. It's just so simple. Dainty little serum, and these are full size, like 50 milliliters. Not too bad. This one is the collagen one. And I love that the color coding kind of makes sense because collagen, if you guys didn't know, all skincare, not just K-beauty, collagen used to be extracted from pig's skin. And that's why pink was always been associated with collagen, which I think is kind of creepy and like weird, but Anyway, and then of course you have the vitamin, which is yellow, and yellow you think of like citrus fruits, which is rich in antioxidants and vitamin C. I kind of learned this from my friend Naomi at Style Korean. She was mentioning this on like one of Beauty Cookies videos or something. Anyways, this one is the blue one, which is the hyaluronic acid. I am excited for this one because I feel like, is this one the only one without fragrance? Hold on. No, this one has fragrance too. This one I feel like is the least pungent. Lastly, this is the green one, of course. Can you guys guess what's the main ingredient? Cica. Does this one also have fragrance? Also has fragrance. I feel like this one is the least. Oh yeah, this one is the one that smells like melon. Hold on. It smells like, I don't know, like artificial melon. If you have ever had like I don't know, candy maybe? It smells like cucumber, melon, kind of like that kind of scent. I like it. I don't hate it. Definitely better than the vitamin C one, that artificial. It's not even like an artificial citrus scent. It's like artificial, I don't know, it's just like really, really dated fragrance, and I don't like it. I don't know if I showed you guys in a vlog, but I know I made a shorts video on this, but I purchased the Medicube. This is the Derma EMS Shot device, and I've been using this since like March, and it's like mid-April now. I haven't noticed any kind of difference in my skin. I feel like it doesn't really do much. I feel like, I don't know, maybe it's a placebo. I don't even know, but I'm gonna keep trying it and then testing it out and see if there's any, you know, results, because I really want to get rid of, or at least reduce, my under chin fat, because, you know, I'm old now and then things sag and like my hairline goes back. It's rough, guys. It is rough being a beauty content creator, and like your body is just like, you're old, you should stop doing this. But anyways, I'm gonna do the Medicube thing. Maybe I'll show you guys the Medicube thing later. I don't know, maybe not, who knows. If I don't see you guys after this footage, I'll see you guys tomorrow. And if I don't see you tomorrow, I'm gonna see you guys on Monday when I'm back in my apartment. Annyeong. Have a good night. Hello. I want to talk about a bunch of things, and I have them written on my phone right now because I feel like I don't get to sit down and talk to you guys a lot about things that are not skincare related. I mean, a lot of these things are skincare related, but I feel like sometimes my personal perspectives, or like things I'm I don't know, passionate about talking that's outside of skincare, or things that could be related to skincare, I don't get to talk about because it's not skincare related. And so if I post it on YouTube or on my channel, I think YouTube will just kind of like flag it as bad content or whatever. Anyways, I've been trying to make this video for like the past 4 days. Like I've tried to sit down and talk and then things keep popping up and it never gets to actually talk about things I want to talk about. But I wrote everything down, okay? I wrote everything down here that I really want to talk to you guys about. Things I want to address in this one vlog, because I feel like I do a lot of things behind the scenes that I don't get to, you know, share in my skincare review videos because they're not skincare review related. A lot of these things are like admin work, and some of you guys are kind of asking me in the comments like, oh, how do I plan content out? How do I even, you know, make content with a 9-to-5 job, where at the time I was working a 9-to-5 and now I'm working part-time? So a bunch of questions, right? And this is not a Q&A, but it's more of things I've noticed that you guys are interested in talking about or having me talk about, and I just want to, you know, address all of them in this one video. The first thing I want to talk about is why I script my videos. It's very simple. It's because I don't want to ramble on and on. If you guys have ever edited a video of mine, you guys will understand my suffering, and my suffering is that I talk too much. Like right now, I can talk for days.
I can turn the camera on and I can just go on about one topic or even 5 topics, and I can just go on and on and on and on about them.
If I have a script, number one, I can keep myself on track in terms of filming, because sometimes when you film and things, you know, happen during the process of shooting the talking head, you lose your train of thought. And so when you lose your train of thought, you come back and turn the camera back on, you don't really know where you last left off. You would have to check your footage, and then that takes time. I don't have like a quick transfer connection thing to my computer where I can see the footage that I recorded. So that's why I script, and also of course mainly because I just want to make sure I have information that is correct when I'm talking. Hear me out. I am getting old, okay? I'm getting so old to a point where if I say things out loud, I would mean one thing, but things that come out of my mouth would be something else. When you turn old, that's, you know, one of the things you gotta worry about, and so that's why I script. So I also want to talk about paid sponsorships versus affiliate links. This is super important because I don't want you guys to get the wrong idea. I don't want to get in trouble, but I also want to make sure that you understand the difference between the two. When I first started making skincare content, and this is in 2020, this is after like my channel changed and stuff, because if you guys have been with this channel for a while, you know that I didn't start making skincare content. I started this channel out with architecture content and architectural education videos and stuff, and just random vlogs. So for the longest time, I never knew how to navigate the space of like sponsorships. And so when I finally started making skincare content and brands reached out to me to collaborate or just send me products, I quickly had to learn how to differentiate these different labels. When a brand gives you money, when they pay you to make content, that's sponsorship. That is a paid sponsorship, right? When a brand gifts you items, and you're not obligated to review them, you're not obligated to even talk about them, you can just keep them for yourself because it's a gift. That's just a gift. It's not a sponsorship. Sometimes when there are programs like Style Korean's Try Me Review Me program, that is when a company that is not a brand, it's a company, right? Style Korean is not a brand, they're a company. A brand would be like Maria May, Eunyul, Isntree, or whatever. Style Korean is not a brand. They are a company, and they do a lot of marketing for brands. So they would send a bunch of products out and have us try them. It's not considered a paid sponsorship because number one, I was never paid by Style Korean ever in my life. If I were to, I would definitely let you know. I would honestly be so happy if Style Korean can pay me for videos and I don't have to work, you know, my part-time job. Like that's something I would, you know, tell the world about, right? But Style Korean has never paid me a single cent to make content. My only relationship with Style Korean has been through products. They would send me products to try. If I like them, I will talk about them. If I don't like them, I can still talk about them, and they won't hold me accountable for like crapping on a brand. Style Korean has never given me trouble in terms of like speaking my truth. Like if I didn't like a product, I'll just say it. Like I know you guys really like the Beauty of Chosun's sunscreen. I think it's great. I don't love it. I don't think it's the best sunscreen. I think a lot of people are just kind of like overhyping it. I never make it a point to even talk about Beauty of Chosun's sunscreen because I don't believe it is the best sunscreen out there. I think there are so many other better sunscreens that give me a better finish, right? But anyways, that's just one example. So Style Korean has always just been the company that gave me products to try, and I honestly owe Style Korean so much in terms of how much his channel has grown. A lot of the content I make have been with Style Korean's support over the years because they do supply me with a bunch of products to even try, so I don't have to spend my own money, and then in that case I can save my own money, right? I get to save money and put it towards things I do want for the channel. For example, like a new tripod, a ring light finally, you know, back in 2021, all sorts of things. And of course, you guys support me as well, so I thank you guys so much. Especially for those who send me super thanks. I didn't even know what those are until one of you guys gave me a super thanks, and I was like, what do I do with this? I was so confused. But anyways, those are the differences between paid sponsorship, which is when a brand pays you to make a video, whether it's a review, whether it is just like a vlog, a try on, whatever. Those are paid, and I would tell you guys, it would have to say ad in my title description. I would even have it on the screen somewhere that says paid sponsorship, or I think in YouTube it's called, yeah, I think on YouTube it's called paid sponsorship. On Instagram, I think it says paid partnership, same thing. And then of course, gifting is just gifting products, and then the content creator has no obligations to even make content with them. Luckily, in the past, up until now, every single gift I've received, I have not hated it. Because of that, I always ended up talking about them anyway, so I feel blessed to even be in that position. If I were to be gifted a product that I did not like, I most likely will talk about it in a vlog. I probably won't dedicate a whole video on like crapping on a product or like saying like, oh, this product is so bad, you know? I think I'll just put it in a vlog and just, you know, talk to you guys more intimately like this and just be more chill and casual about it. Or I'll just make a shorts video with it. I don't know. Now, the other thing is affiliate links. This is also important because a lot of times I see a lot of comments saying like, oh, well, if you're not sponsored by this brand, then how come you have affiliate links? The difference between sponsorships and affiliate links is that I don't have to be sponsored to use my affiliate links, you know? So for example, I am currently an affiliate with Style Korean. I have an affiliate code with YesStyle. I have affiliate codes with Eunyul, Mixsoon. I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. What happens with affiliate links is that if you choose to purchase through these links, right, a certain percentage of that purchase goes into my quote unquote commission. Now, I'm not out here begging you guys to buy from my links. You can purchase the products wherever. I feel like as long as my videos and reviews are helpful to get you guys to understand what these products can do for you, that's the extent of where I am and my job as a reviewer. I don't care if you actually purchase through these links. It does help. I don't actually make a lot of money. Like the moment I got my Mixsoon discount code for you guys and I just started posting content with Mixsoon, some of you guys purchased through that link. I don't know if you guys are actual subscribers or someone just randomly found my discount code elsewhere, right? And so I'm currently quote unquote earning commissions through these referral codes. Now, how much have I made so far in the first month? I think it was $4.60. That's all I made, okay? I might have made more. I don't know. Last time I checked, it was $4, I think. And with YesStyle, I feel like YesStyle is where I generate the most commissions because YesStyle is a bigger platform. They are more well-known. They've been around for longer. And so I think on a monthly basis, and it's hard to gauge an average because, you know, by the end of last year, around November and December, I think I was able to earn a commission of like $100 through YesStyle, but that's only because it was a holiday season. At the beginning of this year, my commission with YesStyle, I think was like $20. And then I think March, I only earned like $20. So it really varies. Now, these affiliate links, of course, like I said, they do help me. You don't have to purchase anything through them. It's just there for you for convenience for both of us. If I was able to provide a link to you and you guys happen to use a link to purchase something, I can, you know, earn like, I think it's 2% or I don't know, 5% or 2% from your purchase. And that's the money that the brands will give me and not you guys. Now, the reason why some people can put affiliate links into their videos or like me in my description without having a sponsor is because let's say I get a bunch of products or I buy my own products. Let's say I buy my own products from Style Korean and I bought like my favorite Eunyul essence toner, right? Eunyul has never reached out to me to pay me, you know, for anything. Up until this point, Eunyul has never paid me a single dime. I'm only their quote unquote ambassador, gives me like an affiliate link and that's kind of it. So Eunyul has never given me any money because Eunyul hasn't paid me anything, right? But I still love Eunyul. I want to keep making content for them because I genuinely believe in the essence toners and their moisture cream. So I would make a content, you know, about the essence toner or about the moisture cream. Now I can add my affiliate link in there because I do have an affiliate link with Eunyul, but it doesn't mean that Eunyul paid me to make the video, you know? That's the difference between sponsorships, paid sponsorships, and affiliate links and everything in between. So hopefully this helps you understand this a little bit more. When I first started out as a YouTuber in this, you know, beauty skincare space, I was asking my friends, I was like, hey, how do I approach this thing with like sponsorships? How do I, you know, what's the difference? And no one was able to give me like this explanation. I had to learn all this myself and it was very frustrating that no one could, you know, define this for me. And I had to, you know, figure out all this out myself. And then I finally sat down one day and I was like, okay, well, let's draw a Venn diagram because I want to figure out what it means to be sponsored and what it means to have an affiliate link and everything else in between. Because, you know, ambassador, oh my gosh, hold on, I gotta talk about ambassador programs. So when it comes to ambassador programs, I've been part of, I think, a few. I'm currently still the US ambassador for Pyeongchang, and that's something you apply for. I've been a global ambassador for Style Korean for 2 years, or I think 2 seasons. It was the first round and the second round. I feel like I have an eyelash here somewhere. Hold on. 아닌가요? With ambassador programs, what happens is you're part of this group, right? Instead of a company like Style Korean asking for your address to give you products every single time you apply, you just give them your address. It's kind of like a PR list. You give them your address, they put you on their file for a group of ambassadors, and your job is to help them promote certain products. So let's say every month, right, Style Korean would give us like a mission, that's what they called it. And it was really fun. I really enjoyed Style Korean's ambassador program because I feel like it pushed me to keep making content during a time when I feel like I was in a slump. I was kind of more of like in a ditch, right, with content creation. I didn't know what I want to make anymore aside from reviewing products, and you can only review so much and people can only watch so much of your reviews before they stop buying products, before they stop needing to buy products, I should say. So I was like, I don't know what to make anymore, or I don't know what kind of content to make. But because I was with Style Korean's ambassador program, I was able to just get a bunch of random products that I have never heard of, never tried before, and they would be like, okay, make content with it, whatever content you want. So then that kind of gave me a lot of freedom, creative freedom, to even think about what I want to do with this channel and what I want to do as a content creator in skincare. And that's how Try K-Beauty with Me, the series on this channel, came about. It was when Style Korean gave me so much product, I ended up having to do something with them, right? So I was like, okay, well, I can't possibly test all these for months, right? I'll never make a video that way because I need to make a video every week. So what ended up happening was I would bring a bunch of products into one video and call it like a first impressions video. Anyway, long story short, the great thing about ambassador programs is that you're not paid by the company. You're just kind of part of this like group chat where you get sent products. And because of that, you're not obligated to say nice things about these products or these brands. Not that you ever should be obligated to. I feel like even if you're paid, you should still be very honest with your opinions. But with ambassador programs, you're not getting paid, like I said. You get products to try, and that's kind of it. That's all there is. Personally, I feel like Style Korean's ambassador program barely do anything for me in terms of growing my audience on Instagram or TikTok or here on YouTube, but I feel like it did give me a lot of creative freedom to do a lot more things. And because I'm still broke, but like I was broke back then, I couldn't possibly spend money on skincare and just try them out every single week. So Style Korean's ambassador program was great in terms of like giving me products to try, not having to pay for it, not having to pay for shipping, which was really great. But that's just Style Korean. I feel like other ambassador programs have different rules. For example, Pyeongchang-Yul's ambassador program, they don't send me products at all. They don't even talk to me. Like they just gave me a form, I filled it out, and I said, I want to be your ambassador. And then they said, yeah, sure, hop on board. So now I'm their ambassador. All I get is like a discount code for you guys, which is great. I'm so glad I got that discount code because I think it's like if you guys use that discount code, I believe you get 20% off, which is like higher than most brands I would say would offer. And I'm really happy about that. So I think, yeah, I don't know. I feel like sometimes I just rather get you guys the benefits than just anything else. But that's just me. Anyways, hopefully that clarifies affiliate links, ambassador programs, paid sponsorships, and gifting. Oh, PR list. PR list is basically the same as gifting. So you can just reach out to brands and be like, hey, I'm a content creator and I have this many followers or I have this many subscribers. May I, be considered for your PR list so that when you have new products to try, I can be one of the few people that could try our products and possibly make content with them. And usually if it's K-Beauty, they would say, yeah, sure, we'll add you on the list. American brands, I feel like it's harder to get on their PR list because they just, I don't know, I feel like American brands are so bougie. Like they think that they're so high up and they look down on all of us. So I rarely reach out to US brands for PR list things. Currently, I don't even know how many PR lists I'm on. Most of them haven't gotten back to me. Some of them who have stopped sending me things because my content isn't good enough for them. But yeah, that's what PR is. So PR, gifts, and paid sponsorships are very different. PR meaning that you might have an obligation to post because you're on their list. So if they send you things, you might have to make content unless they say you don't have to. Gifting is strictly you don't have to make content. You can just keep the products and just, do whatever you want with them. Sell them, give it away, I don't know. And then paid sponsorships are, of course, they pay you money to say nice things about their products, or be honest about their products. But either way, you have to make content with the products that they give you, and also because they paid you, you're technically employed by them, or that they hired you for this one contract period, and you usually sign a contract with them. It's very serious. I feel like people take paid sponsorship so lightly nowadays that, you know, there are so many misinformation going on, and that's why I kind of wanted to make this video. On to the next topic. How long do I test products versus products that I use or that I show on Try K-Beauty with me, which is like my first impressions. So every single brand that reach out to me, if I end up deciding to do a full dive, like deep dive review, usually on my Moonbay skincare review series, it's gonna range between 2 to 3 weeks. I try to do 3 to 4 weeks, but then it's harder for me to, you know, generate content because there's just not enough room to listen. Editing, the older I get, the harder it is for me to edit videos at a very, you know, fast turnaround time because I'm old. I gotta go to bed early. I can no longer pull an all-nighter. The last time I pulled an all-nighter, I think it was for the Round Lab Birch Juice review, which was last summer. Never again am I ever gonna pull an all-nighter for a video. It destroyed my body. My internal organs are like destroyed. My skin looks terrible after an all-nighter. So because of editing reasons, because of preparations, so I script all my videos, right? And in the scripting process, I have to do a lot of research. So research goes into the testing process. So I will say 2 to 3 weeks is kind of like my sweet spot. And then if I can't possibly test the product that long, I would usually just kind of throw it under the Try K-Beauty with me category. So I know to just sit down, open the products with you in real time, usually, and try it for the first time with you guys on camera, which I find to be very fun. I really enjoy making content for Try K-Beauty with me, only because I don't have to stress over, you know, testing the products for a long period of time. I think having to like be very serious in terms of what information I want to present, because there's a lot of thought process going into Moonbay reviews. You know, skincare reviews, to me, I take them very seriously because I never want to recommend a product that I haven't tested yet. I also never want to recommend a product that won't work for me, and I'm like, oh well, I still want to promote it because, you know, blah blah blah. I don't even know why. I don't know what I'm talking about. Basically, long story short is that if there's a product that I don't like, I'm never going to talk about it in a way where you might think you want to try it. Because if I tried it and I didn't like it, and then my skin broke out or my skin was irritated, why should you suffer, you know? Only one of us really needs to suffer in this case, and since I'm the one testing the products, I should be the one to suffer. You know, that's the main difference in terms of like testing period and you know, the duration of the test. And if my Moonbay review or skincare review video, if the trial process for a certain video has been cut short, I will always indicate it in the video. You will know exactly how long it took me to test or try these products. Ballpark, I would say 2.5 weeks is usually how long I take. By the time I wrap up my trial for a brand's products or, you know, collection of their products, that's when I start to, you know, script. So, and when I say script, I mean script my notes in terms of what I liked, what I didn't like, all the things I talk about in my videos, right? That's when I start to sit down and I start typing out the things I need to say in the video. And then before that, you know, once I get the products from, let's say, I don't know, Mixsoon, right? The first thing I do is I sit down, I enter all the inventory information, the data of the product, and then I start to dive into research of their ingredients, you know, what the benefits are for this product, getting to know the products a little bit more before I talk about them, because I never want to sit in front of a camera and just bullshit. I feel like that is the worst thing you can do as a content creator. At the beginning of my career as like a content creator in skincare, that was my biggest fear. Like, I didn't want to come across as someone who doesn't know what he's talking about, and that really scared me. So that kind of pushed me to do a lot more of this kind of scripting, right? The, you know, preparation work, I feel like is important to me, not just in content creation, but in life in general. I never want to be blindsided about anything. I never want to be sucker punched by anyone. So that's just me. That's usually how long I test skincare products for my deep dive skincare reviews. How do I choose brands to work with? And this, I feel like, came about only when I started working directly with brands, because at the very beginning, right, as I told you, I only worked with YesStyle and Style Korean. Those were my two main correspondents for the longest time. They're not brands, they're not sponsors, right? So I don't really have to explain a lot, but once brands start reaching out to me and I start working with them, it felt a little bit harder because I don't want to be someone who just want to work with anyone, right? Especially if I know that brand has a lot of like problematic issues, so you know, social things that people should be aware of that I know of. I don't want to work with them. I'm very picky when it comes to working with brands. Now, if there are brands that I personally love, like let's say Yul, Neogen, Round Lab, Mixsoon, if these brands reach out to me, it's an automatic yes. You can bet on it. If you see me start talking about like working with Yul, you know it has to be my own decision, right? Because I love them so much. One day, I will work with Yul one day. But yeah, that's how I choose brands to work with. But yeah, that's how I usually choose the brands I want to work with. Now, in 2024, like this year, my goal is to work with brands that are less known. Maybe brands that are more known in Korea, but not really known in the West. And coincidentally, a lot of K-beauty brands this year have been making a lot of like Western pushes to establish a marketplace in the West here, which I think is great. I feel like, you know, to make skincare more accessible on a global scale is great. I love K-beauty, so why not, right? And so a lot of brands have been reaching out to me for this exact reason and said like, hey, you're an American YouTuber, can you possibly try out these products? I try to say yes to most of them if they are brands that are not completely well known, but I'm also very picky in terms of who I work with. Right now, there's this one brand that reached out to me and we've been communicating through just like Instagram DMs, right? But for whatever reason, and at first I thought it was like a language barrier because they can only speak Korean. My Korean is not the most fluent. At one point, it just felt like they were like trolling me. Like, I don't know, I feel like their responses have been so immature and like unprofessional, and I'm here trying to be very professional. You know, every time they ask me for something, I would give them the answer, but then every time they respond, it'll just, I don't know, like I don't want to say which brand it is, but I don't want to give too much away. But I'm hopefully still gonna work with this brand, but I think it might just be for one time because I cannot communicate with them like this ever again because they've been so unprofessional. The things that they send me, I'm just like, this makes no sense. Why are you talking like this? But anyways, that's how I usually choose, you know, brands to work with based on my own preference, based on my needs. Whenever I work with a brand, it's always based on my needs. It's never been like, oh, you need to promote your brand, oh, let me put you on my channel. Like, I don't think my channel even has that kind of like clout to do that. First of all, again, I feel like you have to make your decisions and people you work with based on your own judgment. That's how I've been going about choosing brands to work with. If a brand is a big name brand, it doesn't automatically mean that I want to work with them, especially if it's a brand where their products are really bad and I've tried them in the past and I know they're bad. I'm not going to work with them because I rather spend more of my time and energy working with a brand that has good products than to make stuff up to possibly say that they're not that bad, you know? That's something I hate doing and I never want to do. I feel like this video should be like skincare content creator 101, what to do, what not to do. I don't know if there is a video like that on YouTube yet. I don't know. Hopefully this video is helpful in some kind of way. What do I do for a living? So I have had so many jobs in the past. As you already know, this channel started out as an architecture channel. I got my architecture degree in 2014 and then I started working in various different like architecture firms. I didn't like it. I was constantly burnt out and I didn't know what burning out was back then, but I just thought it was my fault. Like I was like, why do I, you know, feeling tired all the time after working? And it was just like I was burning out. So, and then I started working in marketing because I was like, I like graphic design. I feel like I can do well in marketing. And this is for a bubble tea company, which I can't talk about, but I worked there as a marketing intern, or like, I don't know, it was like marketing intern slash office assistant. So I left a year later because the work environment was just too toxic. I had this manager who kept like breathing down my neck and like would want me to go out for drinks, and I'm like, I don't want to go drinking. I'm not a drinker. It really gave me like, you know, Korean haeshik kind of vibes where just because someone is your boss, like you don't have to go out for drinks with them because the moment you clock out of work, you're clocked out, buddy. My manager didn't think so. Like he thought that, you know, after work, like you can still hang out. But I'm like, I don't, like I literally spend 8 hours of my day with you. I don't want to spend another hour with you again. So I left that job and then I ended up in engineering, back in architecture engineering. This is more of my long-term job for the longest time. I was like an inspector. I was doing more things that were kind of like behind the scenes of architecture, not so much the design portion. And I was kind of fine with it because I feel like as a Asian American, being a designer in architecture can be very depressing because you barely see your work being presented, or like you barely, you know, see growth, I feel like personally. So I spent about 6 years at this engineering firm doing, you know, inspections. That's why sometimes you see in my vlogs, like, or in my recent vlogs, like when I travel around, that's the reason why I was traveling around, because I do inspections at different areas and neighborhoods. That was for about 6 years, I would say. After I got my master's degree in English, I started adjuncting at a college level course. So I taught 2 sections of English 101 last semester, and I'm teaching 2 more sections this semester. I currently have 1 full year under my belt as an English adjunct lecturer. But it's another way of saying like a part-time professor, I guess, who's not like contracted. I really like it. I love all my students. On the side, I'm also, of course, I'm doing skincare content, and you know, I consider it my job, you know, because I do pay taxes for it. Annoyingly, I do, because at the end of the year, whatever jobs I get from, you know, skincare content creation, I have to like file it. So it is part of my profession now, it's part of my career. And I'm really happy about that. And my last job is a freelance writer. So I do pitches, I write for different publishers, and that's also a very fun job. Like pitching is the hardest part, but once you land a pitch and you get to write whatever you want to write, that's always so rewarding. And I love that job, honestly. I get to like, you know, interview people, I get to talk to different people, I get to write about things that I'm passionate about, as opposed to being chained to a desk at a 9-to-5 job. So I'm really happy with how things turned out. It's very unstable still. Ultimately, I would say I don't regret making that choice 2 years ago, leaving my corporate job. So all right, I think that's it for the things I want to address and things I want to talk about. It's been a long time coming that I've wanted to make this video for a long time, but anyways, hope you guys continue enjoying this spring break vlog, and I will see you guys in the next clip or so. I have to think about what to have for dinner because it is, oh my gosh, it's 8 and I haven't eaten. I gotta go get something to eat. All right, talk to you later. 안녕. Hello, it's Thursday, and I want to show you guys some PR that I just received from VT Cosmetics. I received a lot of things, hold on. This is a whole pack of like their Reedle shots. It's like a sheet mask, but with like the Reedle in it, which is really cool. I didn't think they would send me so many things, but I applied for their, I guess it's like the influencer program or whatever, and they sent me a bunch of things. Sika Ready A mask, it's a sheet mask, but in like a tub, which I think is amazing. I love when they do that. Trial size Sika Ready A cream. And then this one is the Sika Ready A essence. So excited for these. And then guess what? They sent me like their record-breaking, best-selling products ever. And you guys already know what it is, because once you mention VT Cosmetics, you know exactly which product I'm going to be talking about. And of course, it is the Reedle shot. I have my reservations for this product. The micro needles that goes into our skin, I just don't really know. Like the spiggles, I don't know how you extract them. VT Cosmetics has said like, oh, your skin pushes it out as your new skin comes out, so like, you know, it gets excreted through that process. I'm just like, what if they don't, right? Alright, so the other product I want to talk about, or not even talk about, I haven't tried them, so I don't know what I'm going to talk about, but this is the Reedle Shot 100, which is the one that everyone talks about. We'll see how it goes. And then this is the PDRN 100 Essence. This one I'm actually really excited for because I believe PDRN came from like salmon skin at one point, but then this one is supposed to be phyto, which is like plant-based, and I don't know how that's going to work. These are just like the few things that they sent me. They sent me a lot more. I'm going to show you guys just how many things they sent me, okay? They sent me the entire their Reedle Shot collection. So I have their whole range right now. I have Reedle Shot 50, which is the mild one, which is, you know, for starters. This is the mild Reedle Shot 50. If you have never tried their Reedle Shot before, you can go for this one. Super mild, and you can use this daily. I personally don't think I'm gonna use this daily. I'm like a scaredy cat, okay? I am terrified. The time has come. I'm not gonna show you my dinner because I feel like my dinner is kind of like a fail, but I do want to show you the ramune that I got. It's been a long time since I've had this drink. Even when I was a kid, I didn't get to have this a lot because my parents were very strict. They're like, you can't drink soda, you should not be drinking soda. Oh my gosh, the iconic blue cap. See the marble right there? We're gonna have to like press and push the marble in. I was so scared of this drink when I was a kid. So like you have this little cap here. This cap would then kind of like break apart and you're supposed to use this applicator to push the marble in there. And I'm really scared because last time I did this when I was a kid, I got the soda everywhere. I'm still scared right now, so I don't know. What if this goes oh wait, hold on. What if this does go everywhere? This is my bedroom right now. How do I even show you? I'm so scared. Wait, hold on. This is actually really scary. I feel like I gotta use my thumb. It's not going in there. I gotta resituate myself a little bit, okay? All right, I think this is a better angle, probably. I don't know. This has to detach from this cap. I can then push the marble using this piece and push the marble down here. This feels like show and tell. I'm still very scared. What the heck? Ah, 어떡해? Do I have to stand up for this? Oh my god, I'm gonna cry if I can't actually get this right in one take. Oh, it's breaking. Wait, it's so close. Hold on. 야, 진짜. 왜? Oh, okay. That was kind of anticlimactic. Cheers. I don't know if you guys saw that. You see the marble in there? This is so cute. Okay, it's actually really adorable. Cheers. After all this like lighting setup, because my room is just not bright enough. Kanbei. Clink. The lychee flavor, the lychee. I haven't had this flavor actually. Maybe I should have gotten the original. I feel like I miss the original flavor more. So much better than soda. Like this tastes so much better than soda. I can't. And like the nostalgic factor is just different, and you hear the marble. Makes me so happy. This brings so much joy to me right now. Like I feel like this week has been rough. It has been so rough. And the reason why I didn't vlog a lot is because it was so rough. And I feel like this was like the perfect treat for myself, you know? A perfect treat to end the week, although it's only Thursday and I have a lot to do tomorrow as well. But I feel like, I don't know, Thursdays lately have been my end of the week kind of like energy. It is what it is. And I'm gonna have my dinner, watch some anime. I'm currently watching Tadaima Okaeri and also, oh, Windbreaker. I love Windbreaker. My new favorite anime. I love it so much. Also watching Mr. Villain's Day Off. I need to finish that. It is so good. So cozy. Oh, I started Tonari no Yokai-san. I'm watching that with my coworker, so I feel like I would just wait until I go to work and then watch it with her. I also have to finish Dr. Elise. I don't know why I stopped watching it. I think I had like other shows I wanted to watch as well. Oh, this is so good. I need to go back and get more, honestly. Usually in the springtime, I would go for Maria May Cica Soothing Sun Cream because this is so good for sensitive skin and my skin loves this. It's a chemical sunscreen and there's no white cast. Feels amazing, but because Bellflower is about to expire and I only have like a little bit left of it, I think I'm just gonna finish this. I really hate how my hair looks right now. I'm really gonna have to do something about it. 2-finger method. Finally take a break. What kind of anime should I watch? It was a very long night of filming last night because I wanted to get this Medicube video out, but I'm gonna reapply sunscreen right now. This is my favorite sunstick at the moment. I used to really like, I shouldn't say I still love the APLB Quick Sunstick. I use that like when I'm outdoors, when I'm, at work or whatever. That's like my always on me kind of sunscreen. This one is my current favorite only because I feel like this one is super hydrating. It's great for like the warmer weather because it's very light. It doesn't make your skin feel sticky, which the APLB Sunstick does make me feel sticky at times when I use it, which is my only like gripe when it comes to the APLB Sunstick matte finish. Well, not matte, satin finish. It's just so light. I feel like the light feeling is what I really like about this. And I would say if you want even lighter, if you want a matte-ish finish sunstick, I would go for Isntree. This one and Isntree are my current 2 favorite, as well as the APLB Quick Sunstick. Now the APLB Airy Sunstick though, that one is even better. I feel like for oily skin types, that one is the perfect one. I don't mind the Quick Sunstick because it gives you like really good hydration. I feel like this one might be a little bit more expensive. Let me double check actually. Skin Chonsa Ihailu Sunstick. Oh, actually no, this one is cheaper. Wow, this one's only like about $12 on average, I guess. And if you buy this on YesStyle, ooh, I'm gonna link you guys to this, okay? If you get this at YesStyle, right, you can pick up the actual, actually no, you can pick up 2, it's a whole box set, so you can get 2, the actual sun serum, which is my favorite sunscreen ever, as well as this one. Like, I think they throw in this one as like a gift. So let me double check. I'm just gonna go on the website. I should not be going on the website because I always end up buying too much. No, what? Ain't no way, ain't no way. The Madagascar Centella Hyaluronic, this sunstick, it comes in like a sensational kit, which I think is a really, I love that name, I love that pun. Great Job Skin 1004 or Skin Chonsa. Oh, okay, I was gonna say like they give you the full sunscreen or sun serum, but no, I think they give you 2 mini versions of the sun serum to go with this sunstick. So this sunstick is still like the key star product or whatever, which I think is great, but I feel like if you want like actual coverage, you want to go for the sun serum and not the sunstick. This one is great for reapplication, which I'm doing right now, and I love it. Show you guys up close. Sometimes I look at my pores, right, and I think, oh my gosh, do I have freckles? But no, they're just pores. I just realized like I was partially out of frame. Not that you guys should see the rest of my head because look at that. What is that situation right now, bro? But yeah, I filmed a Medicube video last night for the HR booster device. I don't know, I think it's a little bit, it's definitely gimmicky. For some people it might work. I think for me, I still have to try it out even longer for it to, actually work. I'm having a great time applying the sunscreen right now. It glides so nicely on my skin, so smoothly. Oh, I love this. Anyway, I'm gonna go upload these videos now, and I feel like uploading is the hardest part because I have to like generate the caption, have to choose the music, I want to use, and then upload it. I also need a shave. People say I should embrace my stubbles, but normally I would, but then there's an actual issue with my stubbles is that when I do have like facial hair going on, like a situation like this, my skin is generally much worse because then for whatever reason my little stubbles here, they affect the appearance of my pores. It feels like maybe all of this is sucking the hydration out of the rest of my skin, so that's why this always looks like more dehydrated. I'm gonna show you guys one day, but once I shave this, maybe I'll show you tonight, once I shave this off, you can easily tell that my whole complexion is like more even and like the hydration is distributed better across my skin. So right now I'm packing for going to my dad's, and honestly I feel like this whole week has been so weird. I have not been productive. I have not been motivated to be productive. I feel the energy is really off this week. I don't know what's going on. I started my draft for the article I have been meaning to write for the longest time. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't know what's going on. I finally shaved this morning though, because this whole week, because I haven't been feeling myself, I feel like I just didn't feel like shaving, and this morning I was like, you know what, maybe shaving will help. Shaving will just kind of like clean up myself a little bit, feel more presentable. Not that I'm seeing anyone today, but feel and seem more presentable, and then maybe that will get me to be more motivated to work. It kind of worked. I don't know. I wrote like maybe the first section of the article, first two sections of the article, and now I'm just like already burnt out. And I meant to finish building this little bird that I started building over the winter break, I think, and now spring break has passed and I'm still not done with this, and that goes to show how unmotivated I've been about everything. I still don't know what plant this is, but it's so pretty. This is the one that my granny gifted me. I repotted it. I think I told you guys. I can't remember if I told you guys or not. But I repotted it and look at it grow. A new plant child. Hello, hello, hello. Dun dun. Hi cozy besties. So I figured I would do my skincare routine with you tonight and talk about this movie I just watched with my sister today. It's called Beauty Water, a Korean animation film. It's about like 85 minutes long, so it's fairly short, not a very long watch. I watched it because my sister wanted to watch it so bad. She was like, you know, she saw this, or she watched a part of it at her friend's house, and then she came home. She was like, she wanted to finish watching it, but she was kind of scared because it is pretty scary. It's like a thriller. There's like murder involved and stuff. It's mainly about beauty, right? And you know, because I basically work in the beauty space, I figured, you know, why not watch it? You guys already know how Korea, or I should say South Korea, mainly in Seoul, there is this huge emphasis on lookism, which is basically like Koreans' version of understanding pretty privilege. So basically, if you are pretty, if you are considered conventionally pretty, traditionally pretty, or whatever, if you have like fair skin, if you have like slim face or small face, slim body and whatnot, then that makes you automatically pretty, right? So people who reside in Seoul, they basically see beauty as a kind of currency, right? So if you're pretty, there's a higher chance of you getting a job. There's a higher chance of you finding a significant other, a partner, or whatever. The film Beauty Water follows this one young woman, right, who is deemed not conventionally beautiful. And so she works for an A-list celebrity. Let's just call her that. I can't remember the names. By the way, I don't like anyone in this film. I feel like this animation film had the worst characters. Not like bad characters, like character designed. They're all designed to be people you hate. It's almost like watching Parasite, where I personally don't like any single character in Parasite, and it's really because they all do really bad things. You can't really find yourself, like I personally couldn't find myself fighting for them, you know, or like speaking well of them, if that makes any sense. The main character, I think her name is Yeji, and then she changes her name later when she transforms. I'm gonna try not to spoil this film for you guys. This film is kind of scary. I wasn't expecting it to be this scary, but anyway. You get on my eye. So Yeji, the main character, she works for Meaty. Meaty is the A-list celebrity. That's the name. So Yeji works for Meaty, and Meaty's like a total jerk, right? She's a celebrity, she's very entitled, she doesn't, you know, she's just very like a diva, right? And Yeji works as Meaty's assistant, I believe, or like a makeup artist, I don't know. But one day, Meaty is supposed to go on television and, you know, go on those infomercial sites or whatever and film a video with new and up-and-coming rising artists or whatever. Anyways, they're trying to sell products. These products are products that are meant to like make you lose weight and stuff. The model who's supposed to be doing the eating of the food, she wasn't there, or like they weren't there. I think there were a bunch of models. They weren't there, or like they didn't show up. So then the casting director was like, hey, can one of you guys from Meaty's team or camp fill in for these people? And then so they made Yeji do it, right? So now Yeji's sitting in front of a camera, and Yeji, mind you, like Yeji is not comfortable being in front of a camera because she is very body conscious. She's nervous and anxious, and because she has low self-esteem, she does not want to be near the camera or on camera because people can be mean, right? People are mean on, you know, on the internet and the comments. And so the camera cuts to Yeji, who is basically told to like eat all the food on the table. I guess they're trying to do like a before and after shot where Yeji is the before shot and then Meaty is the the aftershock, which is really screwed up. What ended up happening was when Yeji goes home and she's on this website where, you know, it's very toxic website. Think Reddit, but like with very mean people and people who are just driving this force of like lookism, you know, into the ground. Yeji's on the computer, she's looking, and then she's reading comments about Meaty, and because she, you know, she doesn't like Meaty, so she was trying to look for comments that says, oh, Meaty did plastic surgery, Meaty did this and that, basically like negative comments about Meaty, right? Because she doesn't like Meaty. But then she finds another thread that says, this is the ugliest thing you'll see on the internet now. And it was videos, you know, memes, GIFs of Yeji's appearance on television on the same day. And so then Yeji gets, you know, she freaks out, she gets really scared, she gets very sad, understandably. And then suddenly she gets a text message, right, on her phone. And it's like one of those spam messages, but like it's also not spam. Basically saying like, hey, we're gonna send you a product that will transform your life or whatever. It's called beauty water. The next day, box gets delivered to her house. This is my contact dermatitis. I think something touched me here. I might have scratched it earlier, but anyways. So Yeti opens a box and she's like, okay, why are there a bunch of bottles here? What even is this? I don't understand. And turns out it's the beauty water. And there's this video in the box where, you know, it's in a USB, and then so she connects it to her computer, watches the video, and freaks out because it's a video of an older woman who's also like a bigger woman. She's, you know, demonstrating how beauty water works. You basically soak your skin or any part of your body that has flesh in this, you know, solution, right? This potion for 20 minutes, and then it will just melt your skin off. Your new skin kind of comes out from behind. Think like retinol, but like times 5,000 or something, because it just speeds up your skin regeneration process, I guess, and then it falls off, or you rip it off and your new baby skin shows. But then a better, like a, not better, I don't want to say better, a more quote unquote beautiful version of you comes out, right? And so Yeji's watching this woman on this computer screen literally ripping her face off after soaking her skin in the solution for 20 minutes. And so then she was like, what the hell is going on? Then Yeji tries it and it actually works. Only Yeji's face. Her face changed. Her eyes got bigger, round, big, you know, the big animation cartoon eyes. Her jaw is like slimmer. And so she goes to her parents and she's like, hey, do I look different? And then her parents are like, what the heck is going on? Why do you don't even look like her daughter anymore? And mind you, Yeti's face changed. Her whole body didn't change. It was just her face. So it looks really weird. And so then she's like, well, I'm gonna go find this, you know, witch doctor or whatever you want to call her, the woman who demonstrated and sent her the products. So she goes to this woman, this illegal surgeon, if you will, like this non-licensed person who can like change and transform you, which is really scary. And so she goes there and she says, hey, I would like more of this product so I can change my body as well. And then this witch doctor was like, that will cost you $200,000 USD, which is like, I don't know how to convert it to, you know, Korean won. She goes home, Yeji goes home, and asks her parents for $200,000 USD. Anyways, so her parents somehow finds the money for her, right? I think they sold a bunch of their properties, and then, or maybe they just gave her their life saving. Not cool. So Yeji goes back to the witch doctor eventually, and then with the money, and then the witch doctor does a procedure on her, which again, illegal, because this witch doctor is not a real doctor. And it kind of makes me think about, you know, the different procedures that are available in South Korea right now. I know the Gangnam district has a bunch of clinics and doctors who can literally change your body. If you don't like your calves, you can like reduce the size of your calves by extracting either muscle tissues or the natural lipids and fats in your legs. And I think that's really scary. Like the fact that you can change your entire body like that. I don't know. To me, it's just kind of scary. But also, like, I understand technology has gotten to a point where we are able to do that, but to me it's just like Yeji gets this procedure done successfully, emerges from her older body, literally, because her older body's flesh is still on the what's it called, the surgical table. And so she comes out with like this super thin body, and I'm just like, oh my god, like how was this even possible? So then of course now the lesson of the story comes in, which is once you achieve this level of like beauty that you've always craved, you have to find ways to maintain it, right? Because she's now gonna have to like keep working out to maintain this really thin, unrealistically impossibly thin figure, or she gets more of those beauty water and does this treatment at least once a month to keep her body looking like that and her face looking like that. So of course now she's addicted, right? Back to the witch doctor. The witch doctor's like, I'm not gonna help you because you don't have money. Like, I can give you products, but you gotta give me money. So then Yeji, you know, thinks of different ways, like to coerce the doctor to help her instead of, you know, paying so much money. So then the doctor was like, well, in order to, you know, perform these procedures, I need to have flesh. Flesh is a key ingredient. So think skincare, right? Think skincare, but instead of the hyaluronic acid, it's like flesh. Now that's freaking scary. So then Yeji's like, oh, if that's all you need, then, you know, she's thinking already like, I can just kill someone. So guess who she kills? Now, if you don't want spoilers, skip to the next part. I don't know where you should skip, but just mute this video right now. She kills the witch doctor, and she takes the witch doctor's flesh and performs the procedure herself by soaking the witch doctor in the solution and then dipping her own self into the solution of the witch doctor's flesh. And then she's able to turn thin. However, so I tell my sister, like, yeah, don't look at the mirror too closely because no one stares at the mirror that closely. Like, no one's gonna see you in real life that closely. Hopefully this movie really helped my sister and other people, you know, further understand that no matter how much you try to change your body, it doesn't really matter because it's just the exterior, okay? Anyways, I feel like there's still so much goo on my face. Bro, like, definitely put too much tonight. I feel if I didn't put this much, I won't be able to actually apply the device over my skin. Every time I don't have enough, like, jelly or cream or whatever on my skin, the product does not glide. That's all I wanted to talk about. Like, that film was like so good, but at the same time very haunting. It was very, very scary. I think I'm gonna get nightmares because of some of the images. Anyways, let me know if you have watched this film because then we could talk about it in the comments. And I'll see you guys in the next clip or whatever, whenever I pick up the camera again. 안녕.